Alright. Been a while since I last put a video out in this series. Sorry about that. A lot of things going on. But here we are. Continuing our running the Devils. See if we can get the Devils into a better spot. I was just at the Devils home game today against Detroit. They were shut out 3-0. 2 empty net goals, but still. I think they had 17 shots in the game. It was just not fun. They didn't have Jack Hughes, who's hurt, obviously, and then they lost Nico Hischier within. I think he was sick today, so frustrating as a real Devils fan. But in our sim, in our game, we are at November 11th, and we are 8-3-1. We are doing really well. Let's see, we do have injured players. Let's take a look here. Kolkinen is day to day. Don't think I'm going to put him on the injured list with that. And VC, I think is playable. He is. He's got a torn fingernail. Come on. You can get through that. So, I don't think we're going to make any changes to the roster here. We're just going to keep going and seeing how things progress. Now, I know in these games, a lot of people don't like managing their own team because you get stuck with, players that you like and you don't want to trade and get rid of, and it becomes harder. But in real life, there's guys on the Devils like Tatar that I'm not a big fan of. Johnson, not a big fan of that. In this game, if I get an offer, maybe I'll trade him. However, pretty sure, even though it's been a while, if I look at the stats, I think Tatar in the game is having a great year. He is. He's leading our team in goals. He's almost a point per game player. So in the game, I like him. In real life, he's not doing this, not doing anything close to this. Not a fan. I also might say that this might be a time to sell him high. If I look at his attributes, well, they have him at very good. And this is my scout. He's an international superstar. I don't know. To me, he's somebody that, I might sell high. Because if I'm looking, he's 31 this season. He's going to match already. One more goal, and he's already matched what he had all of last season. He's way down on his assists, but he's got time. But I'm looking like 22, 25, 20, 16, 25, 21, 29. So that was his career year in 14-15 with Detroit. He's never hit 30 goals. Obviously, he's on pace for that right now. But at 31, is he likely to continue that? I don't think so. So we might send him later on, especially if he's hot, try to get a lot for him. Severson has a clean bill of health. It may take him a game or two to get his fitness back, but should be able to play at his regular skill now. When I approach the rank, Severson, I felt terrible when it happened. We'll do it. So, yeah. And VC's chomping at the bit. He's got that torn fingernail that's aggravating him. So Severson is good to go. So we're going to call him. We're going to put him on the active roster. Which means we are now, I think we are one over. Yep, we have to send somebody down. So we're going to have to send a defenseman down. Probably going to be Jaros. Let's go back to the roster for a second. Just 1 second. Make sure we're making the right move here. Let's switch this to defense. And let's... Is this their game? Game rating, yes. So... comes down to Walsh or Jaros. Walsh game by game. He had a really good game his last time out. And one not so good game, a few not so good games too. But he's played quite a few games. What about? And game by game. Pretty good game. Not so good, not so good. Well, I think he has to go on waivers. I think. I don't know. Waiver eligible. Yes. And then I don't think Walsh is. No. So, it kind of makes it a little easier, I guess. Send Walsh down. Unfortunately, I mean, it was basically a toss-up. And with Yaros having to go on waivers, and Walsh not, that's that, unfortunately. Nature of the beast. Walsh will be back. An injury or something. Never know. We haven't seen the last of him this season, I don't think. We'll see. Alright, so... Okay, Gauthier was claimed. We lost him. It is what it is. Not really gonna lose sleep over that one. The camera. So I put a new little background on, and it does make my arm here disappear. I don't know what it is. What are we at? We have a game against Boston today, and Boston's a juggernaut. They are 10-1. Coming to our house. Anything I want to read here? Tom Wilson. 5-point night for Tom Wilson. Interesting. Blake Keller. Chase Stillman, that's one of our prospects. That's good to know. Nice 3-goal game for him, so that's good. Kiro trade might happen. Not interested, so nothing else I need to see there. So, who does Lindy Ruff have? It's so nice seeing Jack Hughes. Like in real life, not having him hurts. So it's nice to see him in the game and knowing that he's still part of our team. Oh yeah, that's right, we got Holtz up. Okay, alright. Who are we starting in net? We're going Jonathan Bernier. And... I don't know if I had this last time. I know I downloaded some of the new ices. The official ices, so now you see a Prudential Center. I don't think I had that last time. So... just to add a little graphical update to it. It doesn't really add too much as something's happening here. I did update the goal horns too, so we have official goal horns as we are on the board. And the goal goes to, as they celebrate, it's Tatar from Hughes and Bastian. 1-0 Devils. Something happened right off the face-off. We get a power play. I look offsides, but I don't know how the sim works. But 2 quick goals, just like that. PK Subban rips it home for his 3rd. It is 2-0 against the powerhouse Bruins, but they look like they're about to answer. Here come the Bruins. Last part of the second here. They are back in it with 4:48 to play. Eric Halla. It's a 2-1. First period had no scoring. Second period is a lively one. What happened there? Bruins take a penalty, and the Devils make them pay. Another power play goal. That's Ty Smith's first of the season. And it is 3-1 Devils. Good period there against a really strong team. Uh-oh. Bruins, as I said, they're strong. They're not going to go away. Shot from the point goes in. And with 14:47 to play, Bruins have made it a 1-goal game. I kind of want to change some of these. Not just all goals. What if I do view highlight? Just so that I don't know when a goal is coming, because it's almost anticlimactic, right? You seeing goals. Change it to fast. Things will happen, I think, so fast. But with the few highlights, don't really want to see every little thing. I need to go a little faster too, so we'll see how this works. And you know what? We'll do break penalties just so I know, like when they're sending that guy off. Kind of good to know. Something's happening here. Now we don't know if it's a goal. That's a goal. Jack Hughes is 8th. Here comes Boston. So I put on highlights, but Boston, both of them have been goals. Marchand. Did they just score again? No. We're coming into the zone. Are we going to answer? Things are happening fast. Hard to keep up. See, the whole sim thing, it does go really, really quick. But if I go slower, it's almost too slow. Like, they need to speed in between these two. As we're under 5 minutes to go. That's the end of the game. So, alright, I don't know if I like that either. But we do take a win against a very, very good Boston team. We just handed Boston their 2nd loss of the season. Don't ask me how. Sold out crowd. The fans are coming out to see the 9-3-1 Devils, or they were 8-3-1 coming in. They wanted to see them how they measure up against a team like Boston, and played them well. So nothing in the first. We get 3 in the second. They get 1 in the third. They get 2. We get 1. But because of that big second period, we hang on for the win. Ryan Graves' standout performance. Almost 20 minutes of ice time. Put up an 87 on defense. So did Bastian. Holtz bringing the offense. Not so much the defense, but that's okay. We expect him to be offense. Hughes too. And you see the game rating we wanted in the greens or the blues. So overall, they balance themselves out for a good game. Little concern with that from Mercer. Andreas Johnson. That's a guy, like I said, in real life, I'm not a big fan. And under 10 minutes, just about 10. 1 shift? Is that right? I don't know if I trust that. That doesn't seem right. But 10 minute, he had 10 minutes on the ice with 1 shift. Like, so I think the shifts are a little weird. The time on the ice makes sense. I don't think the way they track the shifts, maybe it's because of the way I set the highlights, I don't know. Never really looked at that before. It doesn't really matter. Time on the ice is what I'm looking at, and their stats. He did not have a very good game, but Jonathan Bernier had an 83 game rating, stopped 31 of 34 for a 912 save percentage. Our power play is what won us the game. We went 2 for 3. Penalty kill. We were 1 for 1 on the penalty kill, so huge game against a great team, and we passed the test. I've made no changes to this team. I've made no changes. I've just, we went through training camp. We picked the guys we wanted. We ran our roster out. I set the roster. I gave the roster to Lindy Ruff, who I thought should make the team based on what I saw at camp in the preseason games. But no personnel changes, no trades, no signings, no waiver pickups. So the fact that we're 9-3-1, I don't know. It's just weird to me, but I'm not complaining. Maybe the team is happy to play for a new GM. That's a tough injury. Besser out 6 weeks. There goes. Oh boy. Alright, so our next game is going to be at Madison Square Garden. It is going to be a rivalry game. And we're playing them here. I wonder with Bernier, he's got the heat, which I believe means like he's in a rhythm. He's the hot goalie. But he's a little tired playing last night. Most of our guys are pretty good shape. Graves had a great game yesterday, but he's at 89%. That still should be good. Guitar's a little worn out. He sure is a little worn out, but a lot of players are at 100%. So they're healthy, ready to go, and we are starting Mackenzie Blackwood against Alexander Giorgiev. So our first rivalry game with the New York Rangers as we are at Madison Square Garden. I do really like the ices that are in here now. Alright, let's go back to normal. A few highlights. I'm gonna lower the sound because I think sometimes the goal, I don't know for you, but it is screaming in my ears. Just turn that down a little bit. What if I do fit to say? Maybe I like that better because it's a little weird sometimes when it goes angle to angle. Or side to side, I should say. Use on ice. No, I don't need that because I'm not coaching. We'll see how this goes. And we're going to the box. Rangers are coming in the zone. Don't know what just happened. And the Rangers are on the board. The sound is much better at low. Still hear it, but it's not nearly as loud. And Adam Fox, his second of the season, 1-0 Rangers. Still early in the first period. Rangers entering the zone. I believe that's Zibanejad. Turned aside, and the Devils will be going on the power play as Keandre Miller is in the box. Long toss to Hischier, picked off by the Rangers. Rangers to the center of the ice. Thrown on to Blackwood, he turns it away. Score! A short-handed goal. And the Rangers are up 2-0. Ryan Lindgren. I think that's 2 defenseman goals. I know Fox is defenseman. I'm pretty sure Lindgren is too. 2-0 Rangers. Hischier takes a shot just wide of the cage. Rangers go behind the net. Oh! A turnover right in front. And the Devils put it home. That's Alexander Holtz. Congratulations to him. His first National Hockey League goal. I guess Hischier got it from behind and took it. Ty Smith is going to the box. And Lindgren's going to the box. So we are going to enjoy some 4-on-4 hockey. Here is Severson. Now Subban. Hands over to Zacha. Back to Subban. Takes a shot. Save. End of the period. 2-1 New York. And Johnson takes a 2-minute minor for roughing. Cloud takes a minor for hooking, so it's a 5-on-3. And we killed it off, it looks like. I don't know why it still shows power play up there. We have 5 guys on the ice. That's weird, but it's no longer a power play situation. Doesn't matter, as the Rangers, Adam Fox again. Don't let him get hot. It's 3-1 New York in this rivalry matchup. 15:04 to play in the second. Here come the Devils. That's Mercer takes a shot. Doesn't go. Fast forward now to 13:50 to go in the second period. Rangers trying to extend the lead. And they do. Is that tipped in front by Zibanejad? Nope, Lindgren. So we got 2 goals from Fox, 2 goals from Lindgren. It's 4-1. Devils going to see if they can answer. Subban hands over to McLeod. Turn it over in the neutral zone. Rangers breaking in. Save Blackwood. Big save. Puck flipped into the Rangers' end. Chasing after it. That's a weird icing. Rangers fire it wide. Maybe I don't like the highlights because this takes a long time. I know they're working on it. I like the idea. I really do like the idea of this game engine. It just, I think it just needs a little bit more work. So I think we're just gonna go back to all goals, and we're gonna go to. Since we know what's gonna happen, let's just get the goals going. Looks like the Rangers are about to get the, and they do. A Rangers goal. Keandre Miller, another defenseman. 5-1. We are having trouble stopping the points. That's a weird one. Nico Hischier for unsportsmanlike. Captain is not happy. Miles Wood, penalty trouble. Adam Fox takes a penalty. Devils score. Jack Hughes is 9th from Hamilton and Hischier. 5-2. Too little, too late. Rangers take the rivalry matchup by a score of 5-2. High shooting game, 45 shots, 37. We are evenly matched in the standings. We are 9-4-1. They are 9-5-1. So we're right there with them. That's a game though that we would have liked to have, but didn't get it. Let's see, Miles Wood did not have a very good game. Just a very average pedestrian 50-50-50, huh? Alexander Holtz really poor the defensive effort. Sharon Govich not so good defensively. He sure not so good defensively. A little surprising. Offensively, we did not have many standouts, and that's where we struggled. He sure had a decent game offensively, so did Holtz. BC did too, but really not much to like offensively there for us. Blackwood had a pedestrian game. 75, he had an 889 save percentage, so that's all from the Garden. As we lose the second game of a back-to-back. Gonna happen, some guys retired, but again, we started 9-4-1. Can't be disappointed there. Kokanen ahead of schedule. He was day-to-day. How is he ahead of schedule? Islanders trade. That's an interesting one. A 30-year-old for a 24-year-old. Blue Jackets would only characterize as difficult negotiations. So he is now on the Blue Jackets. The Islanders gave him. So the Islanders, yeah, they got the 24. So interesting. Maybe the Blue Jackets had an issue with him and they wanted the guy. So he is 2 stars now. And Carlson going to be 2 stars. So I guess it's a fair trade. Alright. So we are going to sim ahead. We are coming back to the Rock to take on the Senators on the 16th. Let's see here. Hogan on the brink of returning. So a contract has been terminated. And oh yeah, it's okay. Nothing to really read there. We will take on the Ottawa Senators at home, and we're going back to Bernier against Matt Murray. See how this goes. Hamilton to the box early. And did we get a shorty? I think we did. Tatar. And Mercer gets an assist. Is that his first point? Where's Dawson Mercer? Did he score yet? He's got 3 goals, so yeah. So Tatar, does that, interesting. So 11, will it show 11 now? Yeah, so that updates right away. That's kind of neat. Tatar's 11th. We're going to the box again. Killed it off. And the first period comes to a close. 1-0. Devils lead. Nothing really. So we do see that the white means we haven't really changed. Yellow means we're moving up in the right direction. Red and orange, not so good. So Subban, not so good offensively. Tatar, very good. Offensive period. Severson, the one making an impact on defense. Second period. That is a Senators penalty. A 5-minute major to the Senators on Brandstrom. I hope nobody got hurt. But with an illegal check to the head, could be an injury. We get nothing on that. That's not good. But here we come. Oh, here they come. This is bad news. Get nothing on the 5-minute major, and the Senators make you pay right after, and it's a tie game. So Johnson not standing out. He sure not a really good game so far. Subban got his offense back up to average, and then his defense dropped. Right, third period. If we can get back going. Senators trying. Nope, Devils do. Damon Severson's first of the season puts the Devils up by 1. We go to the penalty kill. Killed it off. It's Zaka for the Devils. to Hughes, who puts it home. Jack Hughes continues with his 10th, reaching double digits in goals. 3-1 Devils. And the Senators make it a game again. 3-2 with 8:53 to go. Shane Pinto's first of the season. Is that icing? No. It's a Devils goal instead. Good hard battling, Jimmy Vesey. Austin Mercer with the second point of the game. 4-2 Devils. Senators trying to make it a game again, though. And they do with 5:42 to go. This game is not over yet. And the Devils take a penalty late. Kill it off. Empty net. VC to Wood. Wood puts it home. Should be enough. It is. Devils win the game. 5-3. So Tatar's 11th up. 3 stars. Austin Mercer takes the first star. Norris the second star. Graves the third star. We got outshot by Ottawa. There's that check to the head, so we'll have to see if we have any injury. Gonna hope not, but we'll see. Some red in the defense. You know, I always look at the defense first because I like to know who's not hurting us from getting, giving up chances. I always like to prevent. Probably because I grew up, watching the Devils. I know somebody say it's boring. Was boring. Probably was. But you know what? It won us games, so... unfortunately, winning, I guess, does things. When you're on the other end, I absolutely understand when I watch teams, so I get it. Trust me, I get it. But as a Devils fan, I play defense out first, so my eyes always look at defense first. So Ty Smith and PK Subban not so good there. Johnson not so good, and Miles Wood not so good. But the offense, we did have some good. Blue right here. Tatar, of course. Zaka had a good game. Mercer, Hughes, Holtz. This is one of Holtz's better games. Got it into the blue overall. BC had a really, really, really good game, so good on him. And Bernier with an 87 rating as he stopped 35 of 38. Bernier's been really, really good for us. We got Mail. He sure will be watching on the sidelines after suffering a 12-stitch facial cut against the Ottawa Senators. Although doctors with the Devils are not overly concerned, they want to play it safe, listing injuries day to day. The outstanding center could miss about 5 days. So I wonder if he got drilled in the head, and then, I don't know, head contact, could have been knocked on his face, maybe knocked him out, and then cut his face on the ice, who knows, but that hurts, of course. And they are suspending Brandstrom for 5 games for that injury, or that hit. That's what it sounds like it was. That's not good news for us. So he's going to miss about 5 days. If we look at our schedule, it's November 16th. He will miss the game against the Panthers. He'll miss the game, so he's likely to miss at least 2 games. I put him on the injured reserves. How many days do you have to serve on that? 7, I think? So he would be back in time for the Wild, and I could call somebody up. He's going to miss the next 2, so... That's a bummer. We're gonna move him down so he can... We don't want him getting hurt anymore, so let him recover. And who do we call up? I don't think we can call up Foot, which is unfortunate because I think I would call him up. Tyce Thompson, he's got 3 points in 4 games in the AHL. We're not going to call him up. He's not ready. Chase Stillman, can't call him up. Zetterlund, I don't think we can get him either. Nope. Can't. Chase Stelio, we might be able to call up. Gambardella, he's only got 3 points in 9 games. I think we'll go Chase Stelio. Wait, is he going to be on? He's not waiver eligible. We'll call him up. Oh, he is waiver eligible. Oh, you know what? It is what it is. We got enough center still for 4 lines. Injuries. They happen now. You have to deal with them. Anything here that I need to see? Saw those two. We got some trades. Ethan Bear, isn't he good? He can be. Solid NHLer for a 2nd round pick. Okay. Lekanen, decent for a 3rd. Chase Stelio, you're not going to be able to get number 7. So how about 77? Okay, great. Continue on. Hanging on to that 3rd spot in the Metro. Another trade. Justin Hull for a 3rd. We have a game against Florida. So Hughes, Mercer moves up to the 2nd line, McLeod to the 3rd, Boquist centering the 4th line. And the Devils will put Bernier in the net. We won our last meeting with Florida. Florida's putting Spencer Knight in the net. And we go to Florida. Game underway, Panthers in the zone. And they are up 1-0 in the early goings. Prisky. Halfway through the 1st, still 1-0 Panthers. They take a penalty. Claude Giroux, former Flyer. It ends 1-0. Just noticed they don't really switch sides in this game, huh? They go one way. Here's what it is. Jack Hughes, though, scores. That's nice. His 11th of the season. Hughes breakout season. It's VC. Puts it home, and the Devils go up 2-1. Tatar gets his 3rd assist. Hughes gets another point, his 2nd point of the day. Devils go on the power play. Don't get anything out of it. Turnover along the wall. It'll be a face-off. Panthers put it home. Tie game. Maxim Mammon, his 1st of the season from the point. It is tied at 2. Devils power play. Get nothing for it. 3rd period. Taka takes an unsportsmanlike penalty. We gotta stop doing that. Icing against the Panthers, and the Devils make him pay. PK Subban scores. It is 3-2 New Jersey. Here come the Devils into the zone. Tatar rips it home. Another goal, his 12th. Holtz with the assist. It's 4-2. As time winding down. And that's going to do it. Another win for Bernier and the Devils, as Tatar's the 1st star, Mammon's the 2nd, Siegenthaler the 3rd star. Devils outplay them 36 shots to 21. So, see here. Severson, not a good game. Boquist, not so great. Holtz, not so great. VC again. VC, he might turn into a trade chip if he keeps this up. Sell high. Although, like, look at that, 90. That's a beautiful number. Bernier had one of his worst games in terms of rating, 67. But you know what? Gave us a 90%, a 905. Stopped 19 of 21. Gave the team a chance to win. McLeod didn't stay in his role. How dare you, McLeod? Look at that. Alex Holtz, +8 shot differential. You'll have to see it. So, as I was saying, BC becoming a trade chip. If we're in the playoffs, though, are we really sellers? It's still November. We have plenty of time for this to fall apart, but it's kind of strange thinking, like, hey, we are 11-4-1. Conor McDavid get a hat trick. I mean, kind of expect it from him, don't you? Okay, so Wow, Tampa is struggling. 4-10-1. What is going on with them? Kucherov, 13 points in 15, so that's, you expect that from him. Point. Edmund's got points. Where's Stamkos? Is he hurt? Guess so. So yeah, they have these three that have put up points. Sergachev, 1 goal from the back end with 7 points. Then it drops off. 2 goals, 1, nothing. So they just have no depth in terms of their point production. Not getting anything out of anybody else, which is shocking because that's not what the Lightning are all about. They can run 4 lines, so they're just struggling in this right now. We'll see if we can make them pay. We're going to their home. And Kokkonen is ready to... That was a long time for that day-to-day injury, by the way. So now I'm a little concerned with the whole day-to-day thing. Steven Lorenz, yeah, not really. Not interested. We will go to Toronto. Kokkonen in the lineup. This is for... Can I look at him? No, I don't think So, head to Tampa Bay. Amalie Arena. Kucherov takes a penalty in the early goings. Devils don't quite make him pay. And Kucherov out of the box scores. So they take a penalty, they kill it off, hand it to Kucherov, comes out of the penalty box, and scores. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Here comes Tampa again. And they score. Killorn. We give up a lot of first goals. Kucherov gets a point. That's his 2nd point of the day. Gotta stop that first line. Did I get tipped in front? No, it didn't. Subban, his 5th. Cut the lead to 1. 2-1. Devils trying to make it tied late. And they do. Sharangovich's first of the season. Took a while for him to get it. But he did get it. And it is 2-2. Are we getting another one real late in the period? With 2 seconds to go in the period. Jack Hughes, an unassisted goal. And it looked like we were going to go down. Like, look at all this red on defense for us. And yet, we're winning the game 3-2. They have a ton of red too. There's no defense being played in this match. In this game, it is 3-2. 5 goals in the first. And the Lightning trying to make it 6 goals in the game, and they do. I believe it was Point. It was Braden Point. We are tied at 3. We wind down the 2nd period. That was the only goal of the period by the Lightning. We head into the 3rd. Tied at 3, and Killorn takes a penalty. High sticking. Devils on the power play don't cash in. As time ticks away in the 3rd, we take a penalty. And right off the ensuing faceoff, like immediately, the Lightning score, and it is 4-3. That might do it, and it does. So we take the loss there. Even game. I mean, the first period, a lot of goals. And it, look, we had some guys move up into the real nice Blues on defense, and then we had some who just didn't commit. So half the team was ready, and half the team was not ready to face Tampa Bay. And that's what happens. Bernier, again, not such a great game for him. 33 shots, 29 saves, a 67 game rating, 879 save percentage. But not bad. Hughes has a 5-game goal streak. So that's nice. We really want him to get those points. Build that confidence, become that player that we know he can become. Become that superstar for us. And Graves is at the ready. So he should be in the lineup. Where are we now with Nico Hischier? Still day to day. So see, like this day to day sometimes takes a long time. So we're missing Hischier and Bratt. I remember Bratt got hurt. I forgot about that. Missing two of some of our better players. And we're still, despite that, playing some decent hockey. 11-5-1. Nothing to complain about. We're still got a 4-point lead on the Flyers as it stands right now. Another trade. Former Devil, Dmitry Kulikov, going to the Canadiens for a 5th. I wouldn't have taken him. Penguins leapfrogged Flyers. Miles Wood back sooner than later. Hischier says, I am ready to play. Okay. So, it's good news for us. He is coming back. Yes. Now, we gotta send somebody down. It's unfortunately gotta be DeLeo, right? But I feel like he might get claimed. If they claimed Gauthier, why wouldn't they claim DeLeo? If we look at the depth chart, can we send... Could send Boquist down. We could send... How many defense? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defense. We need 7 up. So we can't send one of them down. It's gonna have to be a forward. I really feel like we're gonna lose him. I'm not ready to send Boquist down, I don't think. Although we could. What has he done for us? 7 points in 12 games. In his... Well, he had 28 games with us in 2021. Leo's only played that one game. We're really about to lose him. I mean, we're not sending any of these guys. We're not sending Holtz down because, well, 4 points in 9 games. He's not. Could send him down. Tough one. The thing with Holtz is 5-star potential. I can't afford him to bust. So if I send him down, he's not going to be happy with it. He thinks he should be here. But I feel like he could rip up the AHL. I mean, look at him. He's got 5 points in 4 games down there. I'm going to send him down. He's going to be angry. Yep. He's not happy with me. But you know what? I don't want to lose DeLeo. And I want him to continue to build that confidence, continue to score. He might be mad. But I want him to get better. We'll see how that plays out for us. Fans might not be thrilled with me either for that. Now, see, like, when I'm a fan, I know I question moves like that all the time. Say, who cares about DeLeo? But big picture. So, not as easy, I guess. I mean, this is only a game, and there's a way more to it. Real feelings get hurt. Real impacts. But, yeah, even in this, you can see that it's not easy for the GMs. So, anyway, Wild at Devils. Bernier in the net for us again. He's really taking a lot of the load here. Quick goal, I think it was Tatar yet again. It was his 13th from Sharangovich and Hughes. Hughes with his 11th assist. Sharangovich, I think, had 11 assists too, so that's nice. We're going on the power play. No, we're not. We have a penalty too. It didn't show us our penalty. Maybe there are two at the same time. And we score 4-on-4. Tatar again. 14th of the season from Zaka and Graves. Zaka, 10 assists. That's nice to see. Wild into the zone. And they score. 2-1. Tyson Yost. And the first will conclude at a 2-1 Devils lead. Goligoski takes a penalty. Devils go on the power play. They don't convert. But right after, the Devils will score. It is Dawson Mercer's 4th of the season to make it 3-1. Shortly thereafter, the Wild put back to a 2-goal game. Or sorry, 1-goal game. Kaprizov's 8th of the season makes it 3-2. Devils go back on the power play. We don't score. We take a penalty. Subban. Former Devil Mermis on the Wild take a penalty. We don't score. Our power play has been struggling lately. From the Wild looking to tie. They do from long range. Kaprizov, again, his 2nd of the game. Bernier's got a 57 rating. He's been having a tough stretch here. Let's help him out a little bit. Here come the Devils entering the zone. VC to Heischer. To the point. Severson. His 2nd of the season. Puts Devils back up 4-3 as Bernier's game is elevating. Faced a lot of shots there, and all of a sudden he gets it into the Blues. So Bernier would test it late, and we picked him up. He picks us up right back. And we take the win again. So, a 4-3 win again in front of a sellout. You never, don't see that in real life. A random November game against a Western Conference opponent, but fans are happy. It's all 5-1. Maybe they would sell more tickets if the team was competitive. It's been a while since the real Devils have been competitive. And I know, like, in that year, 2018, when they played the Lightning in the playoffs, they did, I don't know if they officially sold out, but the building was packed and it was loud. So in New Jersey, they just want to see some winning hockey. And right now, since we are doing pretty well, according to this, fans are coming out. Hopefully we can keep doing that. As we look at our ratings, Subban, not such a great game for him. McLeod, not a very good game. BC had a little bit of a setback on defense, but had a great offensive game. So he's still playing pretty good. And Bernier again with that 72 game rating to really help us out there at the end. Over 3 on the power play, though. We are struggling on the power play as of late. We need to get that going. We really do. It would really help us. As we look here at the news, nothing I really want to read. I think I could filter that, but that's okay. Just like to read some of the headlines. I don't want to really read all the articles, see what's going on around the league, so that's good. Standings in the Eastern Conference. I do want to see that, how we're shaping up right now. So we are actually tied with the Rangers for the 2nd spot in the Metro right now, but we have 2 games in hand. So that's nice. And we have 1 game in hand on Pittsburgh, and we're 4 points to the good on them. So exceeding expectations for sure. As you see right here, Tatar is 3rd in the NHL in goals, with DeBrincat leading the league and Duclair. These are some different names. I mean, DeBrincat's a good player for sure. Duclair, I don't think you expect to see him up there for goals. Good player in his own right, sure. But I think if you look at his stats, like his last few years, like you see he had 10 in 43 games. He had 23 in 66, so he's having a real nice year for the Panthers. And then Ovechkin you expect to see. Horvat's a good player. Rantanen, good player. So, and then Batherson. I don't think you expect to see him up there. Well, you never know. I don't know too much about him. Assists, Johnny Hockey having a real good season with 24 assists. Where's, I thought I just saw his name. Yeah, Conor McDavid. What has he got? He's only got 8 goals in 19 games. And he had 3 of them in that one game I saw. So, still way over point a game. Well, way over. It's 5 points over. 24 points in 19 games. See up here? No. He'd be tied for 11th, though. So, he could explode at any moment. And he'll be up here, I think, before the year is done. But Johnny Gaudreau trying to put together a Hart Trophy season along with DeBrincat. Or where the Blackhawks are fighting for a spot right now too. So interesting how this is going in this alternate universe. Kraken, their first year, they're not doing so hot like in real life. 6-9-4. Interesting how this is going. This one's the real shocker though. Tampa Bay. They can't get out of their own way right now. Do they have injuries? Seabrook's out, Palat's out, Stamkos, same injury as Bratt, coming back soon, 1 to 2 weeks. Interesting, but in terms of us, we're holding our own. Still a long way to go in the season. Long way to go. I mean, things could go off the rails quick. Couple injuries. I mean, let's not hope for that, but look at our morale, though. Our players, look at these super happy faces. Both our goalies. I don't know how Blackwood's this happy. You know, he hasn't played a lot. Why is he? Oh, I didn't. So he's happy with his ice time. Really? You want to be the backup? Okay. But a lot of our players have the super happy faces. And how could you not? He's playing good hockey. We're winning games. Shows on it. And Blackwood's going to get the start. Against Rittich. We'll see how Blackwood does in his first game in a while at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Smashville, as they say. Ty Smith takes a penalty. And will it be a power play goal? Yes, it will. Nashville on the power play. Barents. 1-0 Nashville. Devils trying to answer. Pavelzaka. His 4th of the season. He sure gets his 12th assist along with VC's 7th. Tied at 1. Period ends 1-1. Devils take a penalty. Kill it off. Devils enter the zone. I believe that was Nico Hischier. Captain Hischier. 5th of the season. VC again with a point from Hanzaka. So all 3 of them collecting points again. 2-1 Devils. Devils get a power play. Can we convert? No, we can't. Again, a little cold on that power play lately. We give up those face-off D shots way too often. Like for goals. Yossi scores. We are tied at 2. We've given up tons of defenseman goals from the point. But anyway, we're going on the power play. Period ends. We will start the 3rd on the power play. Can we score? No, we can't. Again, another 0 for on the power play. 2-2. Late stages of the 3rd. A turnover late in our zone. And with 50 seconds to go, the Predators, Philip Forsberg puts it home. And they're going to take it late. Oh, that one stinks. As we look here, Siegenthaler had a brutal game for us. He was a standout for wrong reasons. Tough one. Oquist kept him up. Didn't have his great game. Hughes and VC. Look at that. Look at that. Jimmy VZ go. VZ go. Blackwood not bad. 30 of 33. 76 game rating. We need that power play to get going. We do. Let's look. Where's our schedule? Let's look at these box scores. So, where were we? Where are we? We're right here, right? So, in this game, you can't see it because it's behind a camera, but over 2. Okay. So that was our last one. Game against the Wild, over 3. So that's over our last 5. Tampa Bay. We went over 2, so that's over our last 7. This game, we were over 3, so that's over our last 10. Against the Senators. Over 2, so that's over our last 12. Rangers. We're over 3, so it's over 15. It's not good. We were 2 for 3 on the power play in this game against Boston. So we are on an 0 for 15 run on the power play. Granted, we've won 3 of those games, but we've also lost 3 of them. So, I mean, that's a big difference. You know, we're playing 500 hockey as our power play is faltering right now. Okay, Subban got hurt. Uh-oh. Lacerated hand. Day to day, but we've seen how long that takes. Do we have somebody that we can call up on defense? We can bring Riley Walsh back. That's what we'll do. Walsh will get another turn. Subban's going to go to the injury list. Heal that hand up. Will Mitch Marner be traded? Now that is a name. That is interesting. The Rangers, Senators, and Kraken. Kraken can definitely would love to pick him up. He's definitely a player that I think anybody would love to have. What's his contract? $10.8 million on the cap for 4 more years. What is he doing? Why is he not? $13 points in 20 games, so I guess the Leafs are not happy with that kind of production because he was a point-a-game player the last 3 seasons, and he's under that this year. It's a lot of money to put on the books. Well, I would love to have them. There's guys we're going to need to be extending. It's intriguing. But, you know, you're also going to have to give up. They're not just going to give them away for free either, so. Miles Wood returns. Asplund claimed off waivers. Who was he claimed? I don't know. Gaudreau extends his point streak to 12. He's just having an unreal year. Will we get Miles Wood back? I don't think he was on our injured list, right? What is that? CTR. Counter days. Oh, so yeah, I think it is a week. You have to be on yours. So we go to play the Philadelphia Flyers. Is this? It doesn't consider this a rivalry game, huh? Interesting. Flyers come to our building. Maybe it only shows 1 rival. Is that how it works? I don't know. I thought it was 2, but anyway, we're going back to Jonathan Bernier in the net. Back at home at the Prudential Center. Devils get a power play. Can we convert? That's over 16. We take a penalty. And right off the face-off, it's going to be right in the net, right? We do that so often. Owen Tippett, second. Makes it 1-0 Flyers. Late in the period, they're going to throw that backbreaker at us. They are with 2 seconds to go. We did it to somebody else earlier. 2-0 after 1. And get back into the game. Giorgiev gets his second. We really need a little more goals from him. Certainly do. Flyers, though, score to make it 3-1 about halfway through the game. Got Lawton. And major injury for Nate Thompson. That's a Hyperextended elbow, that's the Flyers. Tatar takes a trip. We go on the kill. Third period underway. We kill it off. Halfway through the period, nothing doing. Flyers convert. It is 4-1, and one looks a little lost now with 7:28 to go. Couturier is at home as Jack Hughes scores. So we got that. Hughes with the tar at Smith. Hughes 13th of the season. Up. Shortly thereafter, all of a sudden, the Devils make it 4-3. It looked lost not long ago. Hamilton's second of the season. Can the Devils come all the way back? Holy cow! It was 4-1, and the Devils bing, bang, boom. Hughes is 14th. Sharangovich on the assist. It's 4-4. We go to overtime. It looked like this one was lost. See, that's why I like watching like the goals. I was done. I was ready to say it was over. And that's really a exciting way to get back into it. 3 straight late in the game to tie it at 4. We go to overtime though. Who gets the extra point? We go to the shootout. So Hughes going first. He scores. There's all those bowling pins in the net. Flyers come in. Save Bernier. So Austin Mercer for the Devils. Scores. Tippett. Owen Tippett for the Flyers. 1-for-1 on the shootout this year. Comes in. Save, and the Devils win the shootout. So that is stealing 2 points. Absolutely stealing. Look here. So the Flyers got that late goal in the first. We go up 2-0. We made it 2-1. They go up 3-1. They go up 4-1. 12:33 into the period. So 7 minutes and change to go in the game with 2.5 minutes to go. Jack Hughes scores. 30 seconds, about 30 seconds, a little less than 30 seconds actually. The Devils score again, and then under 30 seconds after that. So we're talking 3 goals in under a minute. 17:27, 17:54, 18:10. 3 goals in under a minute. The Rock must have been rocking. And it was a sellout again. So I'm sure people were on their way out with this Couturier goal, and then Hughes gives the fans like some, like even myself, I was like, oh, Hughes scored, that's nice. So, but then Hamilton scored, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, now there's hope. And then Hughes does it again, puts the team on his back, and then in the shootout scores again. Was he the first star? He's not even a star. Boo, media. You've got to give him the star. What was his rating? He didn't even have a good rating because his defense was not so good. But I mean, 2 goals and late goals. Maybe he just didn't have a good first and second period, but then woke up in the third and affected his rating. But you know what? I'm going to look past this and say that's what we needed. Tatar had a really nice game. So you can tell he's struggling a little bit. Ryan Graves with a 95 defensive grade rating. Stellar game. Isher doing everything he can on defense. Beasley continues to put together solid effort. Bernier with a 75 rating, 32 of 36 shots. Power play still an issue, 0 for 1 on the power play, but stealing the 2 points there. It looked like we were going to be 12-7-1. Instead, we're 13-6-1. And the Flyers trying to chase us. Lose that one. And Chase Stillman, our prospect, who, remember earlier in this sim, had a nice game, gets another nice game with 4 points. A lot of fans, including myself, were questioning that Chase Stillman pick. I still am. But in the game, I want him to do well. Because it helps me. Lets me keep my job in the game. So, I think we're getting close to finishing November. Gaudreau's streak has finally ended as, yes, November scouting update. First round picks. What happened to Shane Wright? Oh, there he is. He's dropped to third. Interesting. Oh, look, another Jack Hughes. 20th, and he's not the real Jack Hughes, but Jack Hughes nonetheless, a different one. Best free agents currently available, just Matt Nieto is 29. Oh, Keith Kincaid. Rangers get rid of him. Matthew Hutchison. Projected. I like that. That's kind of cool. Top picks for the 23 draft and the 24 draft. Guys, keep an eye on. But we're hoping by this point, especially, that we're not in this lottery anymore. We want to be, playing competitive hockey. We've gone on long enough not winning games. So we continue. So wait, no, we have another game. Today is the final game against San Jose, so I think we'll wrap it up after this one against the Sharks, this video. Going back to Bernier. Had a lot of games with the Sharks. We had 2 preseason games with them, and then a regular season game, which we took 3-2. I have to say, I do, even though they're kind of generic, I really like the hockey card design. I don't know, I just like the way it looks. It does kind of have that hockey card feel. So, OTP, I do appreciate that. I really do. Like I said, I think the 3D engine, or 2D engine, I'm sorry, got work to do for sure. I think they know that. It's definitely really nice what they have. It's come a long way as it stands. It used to be, it would just show like a little target where the play was happening. So I definitely like what they have. But things like this and the 2D where it is now, it's coming along, and I really like this game. They definitely, I think I've purchased every one. I don't know that I've played them as much as this one. I've never done videos, but it's been nice to follow along with them. And their baseball game, obviously, is what put them on the map. And that I bought the new OOTP 23 baseball game, and just starting a game there too. I don't know if I'll make videos, maybe at some point, but I'm sure the hockey game is going to continue to develop. I hope they do, because I'm having fun. It's helping me, get past this whole actual Devils season that did not go very well. This has been kind of fun. Anyway, we'll see if it continues to be fun with our final game in November against the San Jose Sharks. We go on a power play. Can we score? No, we don't. The struggles continue on the power play, but right after the power play, we score. And it is 1-0 as Johnson's third of the season. Face off. Score, New Jersey. 8:38 to play. Pavelzaka's fifth from VC and Hischier. That line is really working well. Don't know what Lindy Ruff found in those 3, but it is working. We go to the penalty kill. Sharks don't convert. Period ends. 2-0. Good first period for us. And a shot from the point goes in. Was it deflected or did it go straight in? Damon Severson's third from the point from Ty Smith and Dawson Mercer, the rookie, with his 7th assist of the season. Sharks having a rough go of it right now, but we can't let off. We saw what happens in the last game. We let off when we get a power play opportunity. Can we get this going? No, we can't. We get another power play. Can we get one? No, we can't. The struggles are real. So becomes a question mark, Recce. What happens? Because our power play is not doing well. And Mark Recce in real life is on the hot seat, I think. He might be for us, even though we're winning games. We need that power play to get going. 3-0 shutout. That's off to Jonathan Bernier, who, not a star. Shocking. Sellout crowd in New Jersey as the fans continue to come out to see their Devils play. And the Devils showed that it was worth the trip with a 3-0 win. Look at the blue. Pavelzaka. I have not seen that. A 99. That's the first one I've seen. What a game. Great game. Ryan Graves has really been unbelievable, I think. Look at this. 89, 95, 72, 68. So not so good. I mean, 72 is okay. 81, 87, 84. There's a 97 there. 92. So he's been pretty good for us overall. And Bernier gets a game rating of 100 because he stopped 22 of 22. Only fair. We outshoot the Sharks 40 to 22. Basically every pair except the third. Let the Sharks come back in a little bit, but Bernier was up to the task. And the Devils take the game 3-0. So after November, as we enter the month of December, we are sitting in the second spot in the Metropolitan Division. Lindy Ruff has the Devils rolling right now. Top selling Devils jerseys, Mackenzie Blackwood. Tell me why he's played 8 games. 8 games. He's got a 360 goals against, a 907 save percentage. But he's happy with his ice time. He's happy with the team morale. Oh, that I'm spending money on the team morale. I'm taking the team, making him happy. Development report. Let's see. Luke Hughes continues. So he's a 1-star right now. His potential to get to 4 stars. Want to see that for sure. Nico Hischier's aggression moves up. Siegenthaler, Sharon Govich, Ty Smith. Oh, good fighting. That's what we need. He's got 5-star potential though, so I mean, we'd like something other than fighting to go up. Alex Holtz gets another half-star on his way to 5 stars. His shooting accuracy goes up 1. Sure, he's still not happy. He's not, but what's he doing? He's now up to 6 points in 7 games. So, where were we? Alex Holtz. That's good to see. And it's good to see that he's got that extra half-star. So he definitely probably should be up in the NHL. Top selling, I don't think we have any. If Blackwood's our number 1, there's probably not a lot of jerseys being sold. Ryan Strome. Really? Why? Very interesting. He's a fan favorite, huh? Fans love him. He's not having 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points, 22 games. The Ranger fans are loyal. I'll give them that. Ryan Strome must have done something that's got the crowd talking about him. Temi Panarin's a guy I expect would be number 1 if it was a Ranger, or Adam Fox. That's another guy, for sure. Strome's an interesting one, but who knows? Maybe he did something in the local media and fans love him. Gaudreau named Star of the Month along with Mikael Burden. Very good, very good. None of us. We have our monthly budget to do. We could spend some more on morale and make them even happier, but that would cost me 12 more points, but we have a ton. Again, I have to remember that I want to use some of these when we start the next season. Sure. I mean, especially with my young team, doing raising development bonus by 3 for a cost of 40 points would be nice. We'll say owner profit taking amount taken 101. So he's going to take a lot of points. I think that's what that means. If I move this up. And then what's this? Game promotion. So we've got fans coming. I wonder if this, all this, because we're getting money, we're selling out the building, we don't have a huge salary cap, right? Our player payroll is 27th in the league. So we have a ton of money. I wonder if this is, I know the whole thing, like this whole thing is a little confusing to me, but I'm pretty sure it takes basically what money you have, what money you're making, what money you're spending, and turns it into points that are kind of gamified into this system here. I'm trying to understand if I have a bunch, if I spend, like if I go to max on everything, what's the worst that happens? Like if I go here, excuse me, here, I'm still ending with 254. Is that really, like, is that gonna hurt me? I started at 203. Like I do want to make sure it says remember to save points for your annual budget. If I'm ending with 254 and then I want to change these. Oh, this costs a lot of points. Adding seats, but I don't know that I would need to do that. Improve quality for 734 points. See, now that might be needed. The quality is very good though. But it's, you know, in a few years, we're talking, this could go down and I'm gonna need to save those points to keep the quality up of the arena. So I don't necessarily want to just spend everything I have just because I can, because at some point I'm gonna need a whole bunch of points in the bank. So with that being said, I think we're just gonna keep everything what it was, so that we don't overspend the points. And if I'm not understanding that, if somebody else has any advice for me, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know how it works a little bit more, because I'm sure I'm not understanding everything perfectly, but I don't know. That's none of that. Okay, so I think we're good there. I think this will put us into our first game in December, and I think that's what we'll look at the standings and the players. We'll look around the league real quick, and then I think we'll cut it off. I think we're at an hour and just over an hour and 15 now. Time flies when you play this game too. I mean, I've gotten nowhere. I've played it a month, but it is fun. It really is. I've wanted to get on this all last week and just didn't have the time. But once I get back on here, I'm having a good time with it. Board confidence update. Josh Harris thinks that the season has proceeded very promising so far, and the team plays much better than expected. I agree with him. In the last few weeks, the team plays very well, and it would be great to maintain this excellent performance. Your record in the last month is 10-4-0. From a long-term perspective, Josh Harris is satisfied with your work as general manager of the Devils, and he looks forward to a promising future. Thank you, sir. I'm very pleased with the team as well. Playing great hockey. Let's go to the National Hockey League. So are we we're in a wild card spot? We dropped. Yeah, how'd that happen? Because they played more games than us. So the Rangers are in first with 23 games, 30 points. Capitals, 30 points in 23 games. Penguins, 29 points in 23 games. We are tied with the Penguins, but we have 2 games in hand. And actually, we're 2 games in hand against all 3 of them. And a win in just one of those 2 games would put us atop the Metropolitan. So that, like, to think that the Devils in December of 2021 could be a first place Metropolitan team, kind of crazy. And if you look around the league, so in the league, we're 7th right now. I mean, we're playing outstanding. 77 goals, 63 against, a plus 14 differential. And at home, we are 11-1-1 at the Prudential Center. So in front of the fans, no wonder they're coming out. We are playing fantastic. On the road, this is where we're struggling. And if you notice, I think we're going on the road coming up a little bit of a road trip. 2 games, 1 in Minnesota, then we go to Winnipeg. So we'd like to win those 2 to get back to 500 on the road. We're going to have to be playing a bunch on the road soon, because with 11-1-1 at home, we've played 14 games at home. We've played 8 on the road. So it's going to have to balance itself out. We have to start playing better on the road. And again, we have to get better on the power play too. So we got some things to work on, even though we're playing well. It's not, we're not making the playoffs for sure yet. Not with that road record, not with that power play. So we will see what happens. We will get to December in the next episode. We'll see how December goes. As you see here, we got, looks still to be an even slate of home and road games. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't know. It's been fun. I'm enjoying it. Take a look real quick at our points. Look at Jack Hughes. 25 points in 21 games, 14 goals, 11 assists. Tatar, 18 points in 21 games. He's sure just about point a game, 18 points in 19 games. Came back from that injury. Zacha's having a pretty decent year with 16 points in 21 games. Sharangovich, even though with 2 goals, really helping us with the assists with 14 points. VC's got 12 points in 14 games. That's really good for him, especially the rookie Dawson Mercer, 11 points in 17 games. We have another rookie that we called up, Riley Walsh. Got 5 points in 7 games, which good for a defenseman for sure. And then let's look at stats, goalie stats. Where's save percentage? Right here. So Bernier's at a 917, where Blackwood is at a 907. So both of them are giving us way better goaltending than the Devils have gotten in real life in the 21-22 season. And it's helping them win games, obviously. Bernier with that Heat 4, he's the hot goalie. I think that's helped him, get into a rhythm. It's really helped us, carried us to some wins. We've helped him out too when he hasn't had some of his best games. Blackwood's goals against a little high at 3.6. I'd like to see that get lowered. Blackwood is 3-4-1, whereas Bernier is 11-2. So he is winning games. Blackwood, 3-4-1, not terrible, not great, and he hasn't played a lot, so he hasn't been able to get into a rhythm. But he's happy. He's happy. He's fine with being the backup. What's his potential? He has potential to be a little bit better than what he is. Bernier is there already. It's interesting because Blackwood is technically rated higher, but Bernier caught on, and he's getting the games. He's earned Lindy Ruff's trust, and how could you not? With an 11-2 record, I'd play him too. So, good coaching. Good coaching. I did want to see. Yeah, the offensive coach, Mark Recchi, scoring goals. Power play, not working. We need to get that going. And power play is an offensive thing, so hopefully we can get that going soon. But not ready to get rid of him just yet because we are scoring, we are winning. So, if we start hitting a rough patch and the power play is still faltering, then we got to start thinking about getting rid of him. But anyway, I think that's it for this one. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like it, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see some more, feel free to subscribe. And if you have any comments, any advice for me, because I'm still kind of learning, I'm probably missing some things, especially with the financials, leave a comment, let me know. And I guess I will see you on the next episode for the month of December in our sim. Thanks, guys. See you next time.